Mr. Iwanu.
So we got brand new jokes. What did the rutabaga say to the turnip?
The what?
The rutabaga say to the turnip? Beats me. Yeah, they say pork is the other white meat. I was like, damn, America really is a racist country. Even the damn pigs are bigots. Yeah, McDonald's motto is, it's actually da-da-da-da-da, I'm loving it, right? But actually with the rising prices and the freaking lower quality and stuff, it's more like, I'm liking it. Yeah, if they don't turn that shit around pretty soon, it's gonna be like, da-da-da-da-da, $15 for a combo, man, what the fuck? Yeah, fentanyl's pretty scary, you know? Just like a little bit on your skin could kill you and shit, right? You know, finally we have a solution to the homeless problem. You know, whenever a racehorse breaks its leg, they just kill the fucking horse, you know what I mean? Like, they don't even try to save it and shit. Like, we can send people to the moon, but we can't, you know, repair a horse's broken leg. You know, right, doctors be like, oh no, we have no choice, we have to kill the fucking horse. I'm like, what the hell doctor is that? Fucking Kevorkian and shit? Yeah, you know, women's beach volleyball is like the best uniform, right? They're like almost naked and shit. They just have like these little mini bikinis. And that's a great uniform, you know, they should incorporate to all the Olympic, whatever, women's events, yeah. They're like, hey dad, who's winning? Like, we're all winning, son. We're all winning. Yeah, U.S. women's beach volleyball player Kelly Chang, right? She's actually like a white lady with red hair, you know, and she has a Chinese last name. And because, whatever, you know, she married some Asian dude, I'm like, show the guy, you know? Like, for a Chinese guy to marry fucking a hot 6'2" Olympian is pretty remarkable and shit. Whether the U.S. wins or loses, he should get the medal. Yeah, the symbol of the Olympics is 5 rings, you know? But any J.R.R. Tolkien fan knows that there's a master ring, one to rule them all. Yeah, there's new sports in the Olympics are getting ridiculous, right? Now there's like 3-on-3 basketball. You know, it's basically just like half-court basketball, right? Like, what, now you're gonna get a gold medal for playing horse? Yeah, I was watching the hammer throw. The hammer throw is fucking crazy, you know? It's this guy, he's like swinging this fucking weight around all this fucking cable, like fucking madman and shit. Fucking dangerous as hell. I was like, where the hell do you practice at? The fucking slaughterhouse and shit? Yeah, you know, I got a hangover the other day. Yeah, hangover, whatever, it sucks, right? It's like the worst part of drinking, you have any hangover. And the only thing worse than hangover is listening to Dane Cook's special.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they say Disneyland's the happiest place on earth. But that's just for little kids, you know. Yeah, for grown men, I'd say the happiest place is South Figueroa Street.
That's where I live.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the post office motto is as old as it is iconic, you know. It's like neither rain nor sleet nor snow nor the cold of winter or some shit or the dark of night will stop us from stealing your cash if you try to mail it. Yeah, you know, I heard the Adam and Eve allegory. I mean, the whole Adam and Eve story of whatever the Adam apple is actually like an allegory for oral sex. Yeah, you know, Eve was tempted by the snake to put the apple in her mouth. There's something there, you know. I know every time I get a blowjob, I'm like, thank God. Yeah, you know, I run into a lot of half Asian people doing comedy, and they're starting to get to them, starting to annoy me and stuff. Yeah, I know it's like all these half Asian people, they all kind of think they're better than everybody. You know, if they were full Asian like me, they would know that they're better than everybody. Yeah, you know, I was watching a show about ducks, and they said that ducks have like corkscrew penises. Yeah. And they also have corkscrew vaginas, but they're corkscrew in the opposite direction. That's gotta feel weird as fuck, right? No wonder why they're like, quack! Yeah, you know, there's this billboard all over town about this blind mountain climber that climbed to the top of Mount Everest. It's pretty inspirational. But then I was thinking, well, how do he know he's on top of Mount Everest? You know, for all he knows, could have been on top of Mount Whitney, just like right over there. And then I was thinking, you know, that's actually a pretty good business idea. getting paid to take blind mountain climbers up to the top of Mount Everest. Yeah, I was sitting here about a month ago, and this dude's sitting right over there, right? And he's giving me the Jada Pinkett face. You ever seen the Jada Pinkett face? And they're like, eh. Oh, like, what the hell, dude? Don't be sitting there giving me no Jada Pinkett face. You better knock that shit off before I give you the Will Smith hand. You know, a lot of important things were invented in China, right? Like paper, noodles, gunpowder. One thing not invented in China, though, driving. And you know, man, Gary Coleman kind of was famous for being a little person. And he was only like 4'8" when he died. And he died really young, you know? He was only like 42 years old. So, I mean, by all accounts, what can I say? Gary Coleman lived a short life. Yeah, I had sex with a black woman a couple months back for the first time. It was cool, you know? Yeah, you know, aside from her skin color, she wasn't any different than any other woman I'd ever had sex with. The one thing I could say, though, the main difference is the whole time I was fucking her, I was like, don't touch your hair, don't touch your hair. Let's see,
What breed is your dog?
Miniature pincher. Yeah, Peanut. Yeah, you know, you ever been to a Korean barbecue restaurant?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of unique in that you pay to cook your own meat. And if you pay a little extra, you can wash your own dishes and take out the trash. I was over at Mount Baldy a couple weeks ago, and I learned it wasn't always called Mount Baldy. Back when the mountain was a lot younger and more youthful or hopeful, it was known as Mount Rogaine. And one of my buddies told me when you scratch your head, that's what makes you go bald, you know. But I don't think so, because my balls are still hairy as hell. And one of my buddies, a white dude, he's like super duper white. I think he's like part albino or something. And he's so white when he comes to my house, all my plants start growing in his direction. And you know, whenever I'm having sex, like, I never last as long as I'd like to, you know? I'm like, come on, penis, hang in there. And it's always like, yeah, screw this. Blech. Yeah, I used to go to water parks every summer. But one summer I had a fairly traumatic experience, so I started going. And when I was like 16, like I was waiting on these stairs at Raging Waters, and then to go on the slide. And I look up, and then the girl next to me, she's about the same age as me, and her like boobs are like right in my face, you know? It's kind of cold and windy, right? So her like nipples are popping out. So I was like, oh, okay, you know, so I turned. But then now this girl here, her face is like right in my junk, you know? Yeah, I already got a partial woody, right? Because the nipple girl here, but then face crotch girl here, she like yawns, you know? So I was like, oh my God, you know? It's like full woody then and shit, you know? I almost poked her in the eye and shit. So I'm like, fuck, I gotta get out of here. So I run up the stairs and shit past everyone. And apparently this is pretty common at Raging Waters, because the lifeguard was like, come on, just go. So I got on that slide, I got out of there, and I was like, damn, man, they need to rename this place. It's called Raging Boners. What do you call a guy who could make a business suit real fast? Taylor Swift. I think Shaquille O'Neal's like the happiest man on earth, you know? He's always so jolly and like everyone just loves him, right? Yeah, it's like, I think because he's never been bullied. And you know, how you gonna mess with someone who's so tall that his crotch is in your face, right? It's like, hey Shaquille, give me your fucking lunch money. Never mind. And you know the thing where if you're a lady and you're alone in the woods, would you rather run into a bear or a strange man? And a lot of women are choosing the bear, right? But I think that's just ignorance of bear knowledge. Yeah, because I ran into a bear alone in the woods once, and he fucked the shit out of me. Yeah, earlier this year, scientists reported for the first time 2 male humpback whales having sex. Yeah, Warner Brothers already gonna make a movie about it. Yeah, they're gonna call it Humpback Mountain. Yeah, it's weird how language changes over time, right? Like nowadays, if a guy came up to me and told me he was gonna blow my brains out, I wouldn't know whether to run away or pull my pants down. Yeah, I was watching this Bigfoot show the other day, and it struck me as how dedicated these Bigfoot hunters were. And, you know, they're so devoted to something that might not even be real. Like comedians in their careers. And comedians always tell you 2 things, right? They always tell you when they just get booked on a show. They always tell you when they just had sex. That's a bit juvenile, right? Like myself, I've been booked on a show in over a month. But I did get laid last week, so whoa! Alright, my name's Iwano, and I'm here.
Iwanu! Good stuff, man. Oh, yeah. Love having sex. One more comic gang.